I downloaded two files, identical. One was a 1080p, the other's a 4K. And I'm going to do a Kdenlive 4K render test on my mini PC. The video is only like 1 minute. So I'm going to show you what I did here. If you look at the top of Kdenlive, it shows you the actual settings that you're going to render at. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to change it to a 4K Ultra, the highest setting I can, at 29.97 frames per second. I'm not sure. I use 29.97 1080p normally. And really, because I only do YouTube for this, there's not much sense for me to do 4K. Now, I just wanted to show you that when you get this little, I have a 1080p clip in there, and if I say switch, it's going to change my profile that I just set up from 4K Ultra High Def back to the High Def 1080p 29.97. So we'll just get rid of that. So basically, if you never want to change your profile, don't use switch when you get a mismatch between your program settings that you want to output and the input file. So we're going to go ultra high def, 29.97 frames per second. Say, yep. Look at the top of Kdenlive. It says it's going to output 4K ultra high def. Just a minor point. And here's my 1080p file. Cancel that. Do not switch it. Your final output will be messed up. So I put it in the timeline, and I'm just going to call it untitled. I'm going to render it. I'm not going to do anything to it. It's going to run the CPU at about 80 to 89%. And I'm going to pull that up in a second. We're going to start rendering. It's a 1 minute video. No big deal. 57 seconds, actually. Called Untitled. And I started it, and I'm going to look at resources. You see all the threads are going up there. And if you go to processes, you got to add up all those. 71, 6, 43%, 50, 33. It's about 87, 88. And it's stressing it a little. This is only a short video. And you'll notice I'll hit 90 degrees Celsius, actually 91. I think my TDP on this mini computer is 105. I think, it gets up there to 89% degrees right now. It'll do 91. And we're over 80% on CPU. But it will do it. Now, I did this multiple times in a row. I didn't do a big 10-minute video. I don't want to fry this thing, but I just want to let you know that this mini PC, my SER5 Ryzen 7 5700U, will render 4K. And this is a 1080p updated to 4K. And it says a minute, 33 seconds for a 57-second video. I'm going to go here and play the video so you can see it full screen. It's short. And I'm going to pull up out of VLC. You can see what the codec is, what I rendered it at. And it's 4K. And funny, the actual render of the 4K video took a few seconds longer. strange. And you know, I'm only on a 1080p monitor, so for me to see this, they look identical, but you know, old eyes. So now we're gonna pull in the 4K version of the same video, same amount of time, everything. And it's under downloads. Here we go. Boom. And we put that in there. And we'll just call this, I'm having a hard time getting it where I want it, no big deal. And it says, we'll call it Untitled_2. And we started to render. And when it's rendering, it runs in the 80s, even at 1080p. But I haven't crashed it, and I've done some maybe 20-minute videos, 1080p. Never crashed. It's cooking along. And it's using about the same amount of threads. CPU is it's probably a little higher, but it's taken a 4K and going to render a 4K, which to me is kind of strange, but that's okay. But it didn't crash. It's short. And it's cooking right along. The mini PC is pretty amazing. I've been looking at a SER5 and I was hoping the price would drop because they came out last year. And the cheapest I've seen it right now is $4.99 on Amazon, but with all this tariff junk, who knows what'll happen. And I was going to wait till Black Friday, but who knows. I really don't need it, but I would like to test it, compare it to this one. My SER5 is working fine, and it's just a project thing. And I back up everything off of my mid tower, but the SER8 looks like it might even could replace my mid tower, almost. Okay, here we have the 4K codecs of the 4K video, and you won't visually see a difference. And this video at 1080p, I've combined all this stuff through OBS, and I'm doing my audio on Audacity. And since this is a YouTube video, I did it at 1080p. And I think I did a 10-minute video, and I processed it in about a couple minutes. So let's stop this and let's move on.